We could schedule something before your next chemotherapy session.
No, we can't. It's tomorrow.
So, who's going to take you?
You?
And what about Leah?
What about her?
Wouldn't you prefer if she took you?
No. Do you not want to take me?
It's not a question of whether I want to take you or
Okay,
not.
are you refusing to take me?
April, you still haven't told your parents.
So?
So you've got a whole system of support in place that you're not using.
I don't want my mother to take me to chemo.
Why not?
Because I want you to take me.
I think we should talk about why you still can't tell this to your parents.
Is this some kind of a joke?
No, it's not. I am your therapist, and you need a therapist, but you also need a caregiver, and I cannot be both people.
Do you mean you won't?
It isn't appropriate.
No, but you've already taken me.
I had to do that.
Nobody forced you.
It was the right thing to do. April, you were very sick, but I crossed a line.
What line? There's no line.
There needs to be a line if I'm to continue being your therapist.
You just drew the damn line.
April, listen to me.
I knew you couldn't take it. I knew as soon as you saw them put that port into my heart, you said, fuck this shit. This isn't my daughter. This isn't my problem. Ow.
April. April.
Although Paul may seem to be treating April cruelly, he is perfectly correct in insisting that April have a friend or relative take her to her chemotherapy treatments, because doing so will help her combat her pathogenic beliefs about relying on other people. However, Paul then follows this helpful intervention in week 5 with an appallingly insensitive one in week 6.
What happened last weekend may have changed our relationship.
We have no relationship. I've dumped people for less than what you did to me.
Are you thinking of dumping me?
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Maybe you wanted to convey your anger toward me in person.
Maybe I just wanted to get out of the hospital for a few hours.
Does anybody know that you've left?
You think I just hopped a fence or something? Call the doctors if you like. You're all such good friends now. I'm doing fine, so they let me out for a few hours. I have to check back in tonight.
I had to tell her.
Why?
She's your mother, and you were delirious.
You could have waited until I came out of it.
And what if you never came out of it?
Then someone would have called her eventually.
You put me down as your emergency contact number.
So?
So you empowered me to make a decision on your behalf if anything happened to you.
I had a bad fever. It wasn't like I was in heart failure.
You had 105. They were packing ice onto you when I arrived.
I talked to the doctors, Paul. I know what happened.
Really? I understand that you're angry with me, but I didn't make this decision lightly. And if I had to do it again, I would do exactly the same thing.
Wow. Has my insurance covered everything?
You don't have to worry about that.
Well, I'm leaving and I'm not coming back. So if I owe you anything, speak
April,
now.
please don't go.
How could you? It was the one thing that I asked you not to do.
I didn't think it was right to let you lie there alone on the brink of death.
You really don't understand, do you? You don't understand what you were to me.
April is right to object. Paul had no business calling April's mother. April is 23 years old, and she was in a hospital being treated. If the hospital had wanted to contact April's mother, it would have been fine for Paul to provide her mother's number. but it was way out of line for him to contact her mother himself and meet with her to discuss April's condition. April's mother is partially responsible for April's pathogenic beliefs. It's a no-brainer that April would be traumatized by having her mother at her bedside. Unfortunately, Paul doesn't get any smarter in week 7.
Consider it a parting gift.
Is that your way of reminding me what you said in your message? Do you want this to be your last session?
Yes. And please don't try to convince me to stay.
It's just that it's important for your recovery to talk about everything else that's going on.
I don't want to.
I know you don't want to, but isn't that your pattern, April?
Stop
That's what
it.
we've been working on. You're pushing me away. Just let me help you.
I can't.
Of course you can. What I want to do is I want to schedule some meetings for your parents, bring them into therapy. Maybe we could bring in Daniel.
Stop it! I said no!
Your mother would, and
Stop it,
Daniel.
you fucking asshole!
To suggest at this point that April's parents be brought into the therapy sessions, the same two people who are most responsible for April's pathogenic beliefs, is simply incredible, especially for Paul, who has shown himself to be totally clueless when it comes to family therapy. April should run, not walk, away.